So there's the recording, and the video chart view is a recording. Yeah, but this is we need to uniquely identify it based on the type and the recording ID. So it's the type and the because media view doesn't have a recording. So if I just my project is about half an hour. So just my part of my libraries and my projects. But if you include VC package on that, on my Threadripper machine, it takes like 8 or 9 hours, something like that. If you include all the VC package stuff, and then you do the same on a Raspberry Pi, it takes about 2 days. So on a Raspberry Pi, a full build on my project is about 2 days. So that includes Qt. The big ones in VC package are Qt, FFmpeg, and OpenCV. Those three take a huge amount of time. Yeah, so I've had little bits of help here and there, but I'd say more than 99% of the code is me. So it will be a map and then an ID, which is a map there. That's cool. Then the media would be a media view along with probably the recording index. Yeah, the recording index. But also the media, probably the file path. And then display view would be the display. What do I have in a display view? Get active layout, get identifier. Yeah, it would be the identifier. Oh, but this doesn't even need an HSV. Yeah, it doesn't need a color. Yeah, that does. Oh, the display view does need a color, so I will need a color. Then the global map view, that can just be consistent, so like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'm going to need Q settings in this class. And I'm probably going to do it from here. Yeah, let's do Q settings. So I'm going to store it. Hello, full build. Where do Jesus do developers? Oh, yes, I do full build on a huge Amazon project in 10 minutes. Yeah. I'd have to set up like Incredibuild or something like that. It was on GitHub about 3 or 4 years ago, but I took it off. So I think that you could probably find copies online somewhere, but it would be a very old version. The QTVS. It depends. Often you need to check out a VC package. Often the master or head is broken. So with VC package, you should check out a release that usually solves most problems. Yeah, there's Incredibuild. There's others as well. I think there's quite a lot of tools around that now. But I haven't set any of them up. Apparently they're really good now, and a lot of people say a lot of great things about them. I'm just yet to try them. I think I did use Incredibuild once, and I was really impressed how well it worked. But I don't pay for it or use it at the moment. I bought this machine which has got all these cores, and it does a pretty decent job. But yeah, I have a few servers that I could probably use, but I'd rather not turn them on because they tend to use a lot of power. And I have to turn them on and off and stuff. Right, so Q settings. What I'm going to do, if we do it for video view first. So I want to do like Q settings. Settings. Let me find some other Q settings. Do I want to do it like this? This is all going to need to go in a method anyway. But I want to do it just for video views first. And user scope, organization name. Do I want to do it like that? I kind of want to do it its own file. All right, we're just going to use that. So if I go set value, well, firstly of all, it's going to be, I kind of want it like an array. Isn't there an open source? No, VC Package just built Qt weird, and the QtVS tool was super rigid, and the guy wasn't interested in changing anything. Oh, right, so it was like some third-party thing. Yeah, so it's really tough because VC Package is still changing quite a lot. What's this one? Qt VS Tools. Rapid Release Qt Visual Studio Tools. Oh, right. Yeah. I understand. Yeah. This is like helps you with debugging and stuff, and does QString and all that, fixes all that for you. Yeah, not the software isn't open source, sadly. Not at the moment, anyway. If I could get enough support, like if people, I don't know, basically gave me money, I suppose, and I can give them like features and help and support and stuff. But I've just not been able to do that. That was my original intention when I made this project, is for it to be open source. But I wasn't able to get enough help or support. I mean, I didn't advertise it very much at all. In fact, none, essentially. But, right, so if I go value key. So the key is, if I go recording, get token, and I go like QString number plus maybe underscore. Well, actually, no, I do it differently. So I can get the value, but then I want to go. Can I put a Q color into a Q variant? Let's have a quick look at that. So Q variant, and I go Q color. Oh, diggity damn. Because QVariant is part of the community, it cannot provide conversion functions to data types defining Qt GUI, such as QColor. Okay. In other words, there is no toColor in function. Instead, you can use value or QVariant cast template, for example. Okay, I can do that. That's fine. But how do I store? Should be a way to store it. So that gets it out, but how do I store it in? Oh, I can just put it straight in. Okay, that's cool. So if I go, well, if I go QVariant is equal to that. Default value is an empty. Well, really, what I want is like video view underscore like that. Well, that would get me. Also, I kind of want to do it like. Then I want to get the number of views with this recording. Have you considered no code for UI work? No code. I don't know what no code is. Is no code a thing? No code UI. No code development. No code. I have no idea what it is. No code development is a type of web development that allows non-programmers to create software. No, I've never. Not tried that. Not tried that at all. A equals B. I guess so. Sometimes A equals B. What am I doing? So I kind of want to get the index. Well, if I go like pick the color consistently. Like I want to get the index. Okay. Let's just not do that for the moment. So here, QVariant color. But if I go, so if the color is valid, then, all right, let's call that just variable because it's a variant. But I want to do QColor color. So if it's valid, we want to go settings dot, oh no, we want to go variable dot value QColor. Otherwise, we want to do color is equal to that. And then we put the color in. But we want to save it too. So we want to go settings dot save, no, set value. Const q string key is equal to that. And then we set it. So now, at least the first view will be consistent. Let's run that. AWS Amplify or other no-code solutions. AWS Amplify. What is that? I have never heard of that. What exactly is it? It is a complete solution that lets front-end web and mobile developers easily build, ship, and host full-stack applications on AWS with the flexibility to leverage the breadth of AWS. No cloud expertise needs to create an app backend, build a front. Okay, Christ. Oh boy. It's I mean, maybe this is what I need to do, but I just don't have, I just feel like it's, one of the things that my app needs to do is decode video and audio. And I feel like doing that with AWS Amplifier is, not that I've ever seen or used AWS Amplifier before, but I just have a strong feeling that decoding and displaying video is going to be a royal pain in the ass. Right, so if I go here, that is now purple. So if I load another one, it should be purple again. Right, cool. But I don't want the second one to be purple. We also want to, so we want the index, but we also want the device identifier because you can have multiple things. So do I have the device here? Yes, I do. So let's go with that. So if I go device get identifier plus that, but that needs QString number. Right. So that's good. But we also want the index. The index comes from getting the number of video views. So if I do main window get video widgets manager dot no instance get video widgets manager dot get video views recording get token, and then I can do the size. So I can do const int num video views. Is that an int? Yeah. So that number. Right, so now it's going to do what I need for video views. So I'll try that with video views. It can split out React.js so as to modify it for whatever purposes. My worry with React.js, I don't know this is before, but just because of the way it works, it's not using native widgets and native views or whatever, that decoding and displaying video is going to be a real problem for it. Because in my app, it needs to display like 16 H.264 streams live on a normal phone. And because you're looking at it in like a grid. And they might only be 640 by 480, but I have a feeling that React.js is not going to be able to do that. I don't know that for sure. But it's because it doesn't use native views that it's not going to be able to do it. Whereas what I'm using, which is C# and Maui, the views are native, so I can still if I want, it's a little bit tricky, but I can put the native view in there to do that on both Android and on iOS, and I think that will get me the best performance. Now that might not be true, but I think React.js is actually using some dodgy renderer that's nothing to do with the native stuff, I think. But anyway, let's see if this. So here we get a blue one, we get a something color, whatever that is, greenish, and purple. So I close them all. So it's blue, green, purple. And I closed again, open up 3, blue, green, purple. Sweet, that actually works. That was pretty cool. So now they're consistent colors every time. So I load another one. Now I got turquoise. And I close them all. And I open again. Turquoise. Same colors. That's cool. So now I just need to do it for every view. Let's have a quick look at the data.